Good morning. This is John Harder with another live broadcast. This is John Harder on YouTube. My title this morning, who the TBC broadcasters are and what they are saying. So the TBC broadcasters, who are we? Well, I can't really speak for everybody, but let me begin by saying that just about every person in the world is looking for a better future. I have never, that I know of, been talking about or to anyone that I, somehow became aware that they didn't want a better future for themselves, for their children, for their grandchildren, and so on. Now, of course, we do know that there are many people who did not want a better future for others. For themselves, maybe so, but not for others. And of course, many of them are now being arrested, and many have been arrested, and so on. But that is not what I really want to talk about. What I want to talk about this morning is about the who we are as TBC broadcasters, and what is our aim, what is our message, why are we doing this? All of humanity globally wants a better future for themselves and for their future generations. Now, the way it is going with technology, I believe that we have some challenges ahead of us to get technology under control, to where it serves humanity and not becomes something that will actually extinguish humanity. Technology is a wonderful thing, but it can also be a very dangerous thing when created in the wrong way, or by how should I say, carelessly. Because the capability of nowadays with technology is that they have literally created technology that is able to learn, and that can become very dangerous. But my message this morning has to do with those of us who are looking for a better future. There are many people in the lack and limitation field, as it were. The reason I call it field is because it is an energy field that has been created over over many years. And what they have done, what they have created, the field that they have created is a lack and limitation field, an energy field that has people's attention, or should we say their their mental capacity is stuck in a negative or lack in limitation uh, uh, vibratory field that they can't see beyond it. They can't see beyond it. When a person wants to create something, they need to have a vision of what they want. There's a phrase in the Bible that says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And this, exactly that is what has been what the powers that should have never been have created a field without vision. They have created a field of lack and limitation, and the vibratory uh, field that basically humanity and limitation mentality will never take you beyond where you are. The highest that a person can reach in the lack and limitation field is that of possibly getting ahead by stepping on others, and because that is the only thing that they can see, if they can see anything at all. And most people, they have enough common sense that they don't want to do that. They don't want to step on others to get ahead. And this leaves them stuck in the lack and limitation field, where they basically the very best that they can come up with is having a job. Folks, we need to get beyond that. And I realize those of you who are doing broadcasts, you obviously have a vision that is more than that. Let me show you something. I'm going to share the screen for a little bit. All right, so I want to take us to right here to broadcast. All right, these are broadcasts that have been booked for today. The one that I'm doing right now would be this one right here. I think I actually had the incorrect link in there, which is, I apologize for that, but nonetheless, it seems like that happens quite easily. But nonetheless, these are broadcasts that are going on today. And what I want us to notice is that there's an empty here, empty here, empty here, 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 here. Look at the places. Look at the missing pieces. Like, you know, there's so many. Wow, you know. And we have okay, so that is how that looks. Let me just take us to another place. We'll go here, and tomorrow's broadcast, let us see how many have been booked. See all of these buttons here? All right, these are all open for you to book for tomorrow. Yeah, you can book any of these at this point. I see there are some booked here. There's a few booked here. This one here, that's booked for tomorrow. That's the one I will be doing tomorrow morning. But my point is this, that there's plenty of room here for more people to book. We have thousands of people who have send buttons. And so everyone with a send button has a voice. Everyone with a send button has a voice. Even those who don't have a send button, they have a voice. But that voice, it could be showing up on YouTube and could be supporting the broadcasts here. Now, okay, so why am I going here when I'm talking about creating a better future and about vision? See, to get ahead in life, you need to move forward. And excuse me, a day job, it will basically get you by till tomorrow, and then till tomorrow, until tomorrow. That's basically what a day job will do. TBC isn't here to offer a day job. Yes, it takes some work. It takes some work to do this, but ain't no day job. This is a where we can further our voice and create that future that we want, a future with abundance. And as I had many times mentioned before, that the abundance is not on the outside. It's not on the outside. It's on the inside. If we don't have abundance on the inside, oh, actually, I don't want to just go out yet. I was just going to go out, but stop the screen share. But I want to also show us something else. I think it's here. Yeah. Okay. So for those of you who are looking for a better future, for those of you who have send buttons, and you know, you've been encouraged to do broadcasts. You have been, you know, there's this little voice within you that has been telling you that, you know, you should do broadcasts because it would, you know, it would help you. It would help you become stronger. It would give you confidence, self-confidence. It would, you know, and it will help you become somebody. You would stand for something. Not only that, but but you will get supported by other people, by those of us who are doing broadcasts. We will be supporting you. There are, you know, there are countless things that you can think of why you could begin to do broadcasts. Now, if you have this idea, which is, by the way, a false idea, that you don't know what to say, or you won't know what to say, or anything like that, well, you know, your mind is never really blank. It never really is. You always have something to say about something. And if you don't really know very much about TBC, if there's anything that you need to know about TBC so you can do broadcasts, let me show you something right here. Let's say you want to know more about TBC, and you just want to know, well, what's TBC's mission, right? Let's find out. Let's find out what is TBC's mission. So we're doing a search here. I'm on the blog, on the blog.thebillioncoin.info. That's where I am. And this is where you can go for anything you need to know about TBC, right? So what's the mission of TBC? Well, let us have a look. There are how many posts here that would tell you what the mission of TBC is. This here one is the original mission statement. Here it is. So you can read what is TBC for? Why was it made? Okay. So if you want to do a broadcast, you don't know what to talk about, you can take people here to this page and read their mission statement. There you go. Now you have said something about TBC. And well, how about what about cookie rewards? Let's say you want to know more about cookie rewards. Actually, I've typed that in before, so see, there you go, cookie rewards. Let's see what we got on that. Look at that. Look at all the posts that are here that are telling you about cookie rewards. Look at that. All of the information is here, everything. So if you don't know what to broadcast about, let's do a broadcast on cookie rewards. Look at that. Here it is. Everything is there. You go take it there, take people here. You know, you go on your live stream and you go right to this post if you want, or you know, or just simply type it in and pick one of the posts and go over it. You know, just read over it and do your broadcast. There you go. You've shared. And as you do this, as you get to know more about it and you begin to understand TBC more, why it was created, what are we trying to solve, and so on. Well, next thing you know, you'll be as sharp as Stephen Covey. You know, it's very simple. It really is. And if you don't have a voice, look at what I just showed you. There's lots of voice here. Let's how about TBC Millionaire? Let's see what that says. Right? Let's see what comes up when we say, we'll just type in millionaire. Let's see what comes up. Look at that. Here's another bunch of posts, right? So you want to teach people how to become a millionaire? Well, there's plenty of information here that'll show you how to do that. Look at that. Awesome, eh? So much information. And you can do this about almost anything. How about health? Let's just put in health. Right? So let's see what we get. Anything? Look at that. Hey, you know what? You want to be healthier, or you want to, you know, show people how to be healthier? There's plenty that's coming up. Now, this is likely doesn't look to me like it's exactly talking about pharmaceuticals very much here. But let's face it, almost all disease that people get come from poverty. Listen, let me actually get out of the screen share now, because I want to share something here that I believe is very, very important that we understand. Where was, oh. Oh, right here. Not that. Here, that's it. Okay. All right. So here we are. Now, what was my train of thought here? Health. Yes, as I had typed in health. The mindset of lack and limitation. I'm going to just walk us through a little bit and help us understand what that is. You see, I believe that very many people actually do not understand what the mindset of lack and limitation really is. The mindset of lack and limitation has been devised over thousands of years. People have known for thousands of years that if you can get other people to disconnect, if you can manage their mind enough to disconnect them from reality. What do I mean by reality? Reality is the life principle from which all things proceed. It is in you. It is your entire makeup is of it. Your mind is made of it. Your body is made of it. And the spirit is made of it. It is one. This connection with reality, this connection with life itself, we have been made to believe in some other force outside of us instead of the force that is right within us and all around us. This belief in something outside is lack and limitation. That's where our mind has been taken to believe in forces outside of ourselves, and therefore we have been lifted off of reality, and we're living in a fake layer of like a sort of a fake reality, thinking that we don't have power, we don't have a voice, we don't have, we don't have, we don't have, we don't have. Folks, we do have, we do, we all do. So we need to stop projecting our beliefs in something out there and believe it's in you. You have it. You have it. You have it. You have all the power already. And we can use, you can use this voice. You can use what you have. And as you do, you will gain more understanding about the reality of life. You will begin to get connected with the life principle itself, and that will give you power to create anything in life that you want. This is what TBC is so, I should say the admin of TBC is so trying to help us to see. You see, as I mentioned earlier, without vision, the people perish. What does that mean? It means that your any mental capacity that you have that would tend to lead you into a more fulfilling life. Okay, any of those ideas, they will be crushed by this false belief of that the power is outside of you. It's out there somewhere. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So TBC has a vision. It has a vision. And there are many of us who have caught on to this vision. And we have, you know, we have been waking up to this vision, and we're connecting with this reality, with this new reality where the power actually is. And this is what I am trying to help us to see, that you have a voice. No matter who you are, you have a voice, and you can share your voice. And as I showed you, it is easy to come up with information on what to say. It's very easy. So I encourage you that if you know, if you're in TBC and you haven't been doing broadcasts, And let me just throw a very wild guess out and say that if you haven't been doing broadcasts, you are either uh, too camera shy, or you are afraid that you won't know what to say. And maybe you're thinking that broadcasting isn't for you, it's just for other people. Let me help you understand that a little bit. Is creating a better life for you, for your future, and those, your children and grandchildren, is that for you? Is that something that would be for you, to create a better life, a more fulfilling life, a life where peace and happiness can reign, a life where you get more time, to spend with family and friends and to enjoy life, not be always so bogged down by this thing called a job that keeps you bound and barely gives you enough. Here's the thing. Most jobs, they pay just enough so that you can't afford to quit. You can't afford to quit. And you're basically bound to hang on, like almost like hanging on to with dear life, to your job. I mean, come on, come on here. There's more. There's more to life. There's much more. So the billion coin is far more than just money. It is the greatest money I have ever seen. It is the greatest that I've ever seen anywhere. There are people who have been cashing in big on Bitcoin and some of these other coins, which actually, by the way, they have, it seems like there's a lot less fuss lately about all of the different currencies and all that stuff. Um, I don't know. Maybe a lot of it was pushed by some of the deep state characters. I don't know. I don't know how all that works. Uh, you know, uh, I could. I'm not saying here that I couldn't know. I absolutely could, because anything that a person puts their mind to seek out, we can find. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that that's not where I see a strong point for me. I don't see value in going and keeping a tab on all of the other cryptocurrencies. I don't see the value in that. And by all means, if there is a very high value in that, I would be open for somebody to share that with me. That'd be great. I have no problem with it. Meaning that I don't have anything against that, you know. But what I am saying is that with TBC, for those of us who have been in TBC for, say, even a year, we've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of stuff. We've seen some very, some pretty challenging times, and we have seen all of that being fixed. We've seen all this now, except for maybe those of you who've been in TBC and you sort of just walked away, you've left it, and in which case it's very likely that those of us who are leaders in the TBC community will be contacting you to try and help you understand what's going on with TBC. All right, so this is what we're doing with thousands and millions of them right now. But suffice it to say, everybody has a voice. Everybody. And what are you using your voice for? What are you using it for? Are you, using it for out there, telling people, yeah, there's this billion coin. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what it's really all about. But if you you know, if you want to check it out, you could, folks. If that's how we're gonna share TBC, I think we're not being very effective. How do we get very effective? We get very effective by precisely knowing what we want and what we want TBC to become. And we start walking. We start putting one foot in front of the other, and we make things happen. We see the vision in our mind. We keep up to date on the blog as the info gets fed out to us from the admin. We keep up to date with it, and we alert and make, you know, help other people to become aware. You know, we share it, and there is a voice. There is a voice. We all have a voice. Let us be heard. And I know I don't want to be hammering on on those of you who are already doing broadcasts. It's awesome. I see many broadcasters out there that are doing a phenomenal job. It's really awesome. But I try to encourage those of who are in TBC and are you know, as I said, we all want a better future. Well, if you want a better future, you know, something that something good is going to take some doing to get it, right? So I think that's pretty much all I have to say in this broadcast. I know that there is much more to say, but I think we're gonna let it suffice. Let's see here. Who's all on? Aubrey, thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. We got Marjorie. Thank you for moderating. Mausa, thank you very much for joining me this morning. And Stephen Cuffey, thank you as well for hanging out with me. We got Joe, Dr. Joe Stevens. Thank you so much. Jules-Ann, thank you as well. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. And we got Smuffo, thank you as well. I don't know if I've seen you on my broadcast before. Very, very welcome to you guys. If you're new, it's great to have you.
Said he found his voice through live broadcast.
Pardon?
He found his voice through live broadcast.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. So I truly appreciate those of you and new broadcasts. You know what? If you're a broadcaster, please put your Kringle slot number in here, and I will try to make it to your broadcast so that I can support you. Okay, so so for those of you who I haven't connected with on your broadcast, that I haven't joined or haven't been on your broadcast, please share your link with me so that I can like, I mean, your slot number on Kringles, and so I can come and support you in your broadcast as well. Okay, and by supporting, I mean to come and be there for you as much as I can, as well as hitting the like button and so on, so that your videos get you know, get higher rankings. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you tonight at 9 Eastern Standard Time. All right. You have a wonderful day or night or whatever it is that's ahead of you. Peace.